Hello and welcome. My name is Ortega and this is Tips and Tricks with ProPricer. We'll cover useful tips and tricks in ProPricer to help you leverage your time better and get things priced. Today, I'm going to show you some new enhancements that have been added to the Excel import-export tool in version 9.3.108 of ProPricer. These enhancements include new types of data, new organization features, and a little trick that helps you to easily enter the data in the correct date columns. Let's go ahead and open our template and click on the ProPricer Import-Export tab. In the ribbon section, let's click from ProPricer. Let's go ahead and enter your credentials, username and password, and click OK. And as you can see here, you can find three types of data: global data, proposal data, and system. Each data folder contains a list of components. In the global data folder, we can select libraries, rates and tables, and materials. Let's expand rates and tables. We can now export travel rates that are time-phased and have escalation sets assigned to them. Let's go ahead and select escalations. As soon as I click the box, I'm going to have to go to my source panel and select the table. Now, if I move to the proposal data, I can see some other components as well, starting summary fields and ending on tasks. I would like to select, or I would like to export proposal sales. So I'm going to have to go ahead and check that box. At the same time, I can select proposal rate overrides. Let's go ahead and expand rate overrides. Let's scroll down to the bottom. And you can see right here direct rates, indirect rates, and travel rates. I'm going to be expanding direct rates and select escalations. At the same time, I'm going to go ahead and expand indirect rates and select rates. I would like to include serve factor rates in my export as well. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to scroll all the way to the top, and under rates and tables, I'm going to be expanding serve factor tables. Let's go ahead. From the three components that I see right here, I'm going to be selecting the first one, annual rates. And from the source panel, I'm going to select the table. As soon as I'm done with this, let's go ahead and click OK. As you can see, our template already generated those worksheets. In the bottom section, you can see the travel rate expenses, proposal search, proposal search basis, and the proposal search derivative. If I scroll a little bit to the right, I should be able to see that the default factor, the 2%. Also, if I click on the next worksheet, I can see the direct escalation. So basically, I'm able to see right here all those resources that contain overrides. The next worksheet allows me to see all my indirect pool overrides, ENG labor, material, and some other ones. And finally, I would like to see my warranty factors for my serve factor table. There it is. The effective date, starting in 2019, ending in 2025. Now that we have data in our template, we have also added some features to the column of imported data that allows you to quickly organize them so you can find the data fast. For instance, if I navigate to my worksheet where the direct escalation or indirect rate table right here overrides, you can see different type of indirect pools, but for each column we enable now filtering, which allows you just to select any component from the list. At the same time, you can see text filters. You can use it based on the values that you want to sort out your data, right? At the same time, we have the sort by column, and you can also go ahead and sort from A to Z or from Z to A. Lastly, we have added a useful function for entering data in columns. So basically, if you're going to be exporting data with specific values or discrete values, you're going to have to go ahead and scroll all the way to the right in order to find that specific value. So in order to show you what I'm talking about, let's navigate to the ribbon section and let's click from ProPricer. Let's click OK. From the window, I'm going to be expanding under rating tables. I'm going to be expanding direct rates. So I would like to export my direct rate escalations, and at the same time, I would like to export those resources with discrete inputs. So I'm going to select rates. From the source panel, I'm going to be selecting my 10 directs table. Let's click OK. As soon as this is done, you can see in the bottom section those worksheets. I'm going to close this window. There it is. I was able to export all my resources with the base date, with the factor, and with the steps. At the same time, if I click on the next worksheet, I was able to export the only resource assembly with a discrete value. So in order to find the value for this resource, what I have to do? Because I have multiple dates right here, correct? So I'm going to have to go ahead and scroll all the way to the right until I find those values. There they are. So if you don't want to go ahead and have to scroll all the way to the right, there is one specific feature that you need to do. It's very simple. You're going to have to navigate to the ribbon section and click on System Settings. And you can see right here, Import Full Periods is already checked. Simply, you're going to have to uncheck this box and click Apply. Let's see if now it's going to work so I don't really have to scroll all the way to the right in order to see those discrete values for each month and year. So what you need to do now is just one more time from the ribbon, click from ProPricer, click OK right here. The only thing you're going to have to do is just check this box one more time, replace existing, right? Everything is already checked, and click OK. I'm going to click close. Let's see if that is true. I'm going to go ahead and find that specific worksheet. I'm going to do a right click right here, and I can see direct rate discrete, correct? So I'm going to click OK. Now I should be able to see my resource assembly. Now I don't really have to scroll all the way to the right. The values are right there in January 2034 and ending on December 34. So that's one specific feature we just added to this import template. In summary, there are a bunch of great enhancements that have been added to the ImportExport tool in version 9.3.108 of ProPricer. Some of these enhancements include new types of data that can be imported and exported, new features for sorting and filtering data, and a small function that helps you to easily find the correct data columns. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and found it helpful. Please share it with any of your colleagues who use ProPricer. If you have any questions about ProPricer, or maybe even some tips and tricks of your own, please email us directly. Who knows, your tips might just end up in our next video. Again, my name is Will Ortega, and as always, thanks for watching.